Hello, everyone, and welcome back to GQ Hotfix, raising money for Twitch's Together for Good. We are almost done with this block that I'm hosting, and we're almost done for the day, but don't worry, we're doing reruns if you missed any runs earlier in the day. I'll share more information with you about that later, but before we get into it, I just want to say we got a few donations during that break. We got $5 from Nick's Monster Cat, $5 from Chudley, and $16 from a Real Life Waifu. And with that, we're at $4,300.69. But thank you everyone so much for donating. I really, really appreciate it personally. And I know Doctors Without Borders appreciates it way more than I do, because they actually do so much with that money. But I can get into that later. Peas, would you like to take it away with the first run that you're going to be doing?
Sure, of course. Good evening, everyone, or wherever time zone you live in. I'm Peas, and this is Puyo Pop. Not Puyo Pop Fever. The original, well, not really original, but this is basically like a revival-like game for the Puyo series. This is Sonic Team's first Puyo game since they absorbed Compile in the late 90s. So basically, this game released on the Game Boy Advance in 2001 as one of the first Sega games to be released on a Nintendo console. Fun fact. So this is a pretty unique Puyo game because it combines basically the aspects of 1, 2, a little bit of Sun, but not necessarily the Sun rule, and 4, mainly 1, 2, and 4, and we can explain the Sun rule. So like as we get to the run. So I'm gonna have Limey help me with this commentary here, because once I explain a lot of Puyo, I'm gonna be focusing a lot, because you're gonna get like over an hour's worth of Puyo. So
yeah, Puyo is really difficult. I'm a runner of Puyo on occasion, so I know quite a bit about this. So
all right, so we're going to be going through all the main courses, inclusive of the extra course, and this is actually done on a completed file because you have to do some backtracking in the main story in order to unlock the extra course, which is obviously a waste of time. So there's no such thing as a new game or as a regular 80%. This is just a new game plus 80%. So without further ado, this time I'm going to count myself down.
yeah, you shouldn't trust me.
3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'm going to need some luck throughout this entire run. So basically, we're going to skip some cutscenes, and unfortunately, there is no way to turn off the cutscenes here, and I'm going to go for something called an all clear for the first couple of fights, and my pieces are not looking like I'm going to get it. Oh, actually, yes, I will. So basically, for the first 2 fights here, we're going to have 3 color Puyo. It's designed to be, beginner friendly, just getting into the game, to say the least. The plot, I guess you could say, this game, are all the main character and Carbuncle are just going on their lovely adventure until Carbuncle sees a sign, and basically he just goes. Basically just goes, and we have to traverse all the way to the Dark Prince's castle just to rescue our little companion. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and I just want to mention an all clear. Not only does it send garbage whenever you clear the initial chain, but whenever you do a chain after that, it automatically acts like you did like a 5 chain on top of whatever you do. So Peas did a 2 chain, so it acted pretty close to like a 7 chain, but it's not like exactly like that. That's just the very approximated version of it.
And also, yes, there is a little bit of lag in between my my drops. So it's not like, this is not the first Puyo game to have like, this little quote unquote lag issue. And because I messed up the first all clear, I was able to basically get it the second time. So the nice thing about running Puyo is that you can be very strategic with your decisions. And somehow I have very quick thinking, even though you're going to see quite a few misdrops here. And I got to remember to reset my game, essentially, when I hear this music, or a later remix once we get more into the game here. So because basically, it acts almost as if you beat the game and you get results. Because Puyo Puyo is originally an arcade puzzle game, and I'm going to take it very safe and just go for a stair stacking chain here. Basically, there's actually multiple forms of chaining that you can do in Puyo Puyo. My favorite one is actually called GTR or Grand Tanaka Rensa, which is basically, actually I can demonstrate it here until, never mind. Anyway, I'll try and show it off later on here. So like I said, I'm going to do a quick reset because I do not want to see all that results menu. Gotta keep going. Gotta go fast.
Yeah, I just want to butt in real quick. And just want to say that we got 3 $5 donations. One from Katie KTE, a $5.01 donation from Howard's Pool, and a $5 donation from Worm. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for the donations. Keep them coming. And if you like, that tail was actually really cool. Now this is actually something from Puyo Puyo 4 or Puyo Puyon. This is so those little purple things that drop onto Kikimura's board. Those are called Point Puyo, and it's basically similar to the Sun Rule, where the game will basically give you like the sun whenever you offset Puyo, which basically means that it can potentially increase your chaining power without actually like doing like a normal chain. So basically for Gold Town, the main gimmick is gonna be using Point Puyo. And by the way, I'm not gonna reset the game here, despite the music. I should have been more specific about when the music changes, because it's supposed to increase with difficulty. So I'm gonna go for a little sneaky build here. I'm gonna actually set this off because
that's a great tailing chain, actually.
Maybe no, this won't tail, unfortunately. I thought it would.
Never mind.
Not
I saw we were cooking. I just assumed it would work.
Me too. Now we got to make sure that the funny fish or Sigidar does not get those purple. Oh, he does. Actually, we're okay. There we go. Also, fun fact about these sound clips: they basically ported over the voice clips from Puyo Puyo Sun. If you play Sun, you would definitely recognize the voice effects or would have known the fun fact. Basically, the really unfortunate thing about Puyo is that there's barely any American releases of the game, and this is of course one of the only American releases before Puyo Puyo Tetris. The next
Pretty
game
sure
that
it
I'm
was
gonna
like the only one.
Yeah, aside from Being the Machine, basically, which was the Western version of Puyo Puyo 1. And I'm going to actually put this red on top, because when I get these purples, I'm going to set off a really strong power chain here. And power chains are basically faster than doing a normal chain, but because I'm very good at chaining, I'm going to get a power 5 instead of a power 4 like I wanted, but we take those.
We got a $5.99 donation from Dashner. Thank you so much for the donation, and I just want to acknowledge the donation war that's happening between people that love the funny and people that hate the funny, and I think it's hilarious.
I like things that are funny, so whatever's funny is keeping funny, you know. All right, so
that chat, keep it funny.
This character is Minotaur. He's basically Rulu's, how would you call it, servant. And somehow has a crush on her, and obviously Rulu is basically Arl's rival, and I completely did not mean to go for this build, so we're going to have to back this up before Minotaur is able to actually set this all up here. So it's actually much more difficult to build power chains with 4 colors. And I'm gonna be very honest. I barely ran a Puyo Puyo 2. That's basically like the strat. You want to build at least power 4s, and this should be quite a bit. And I believe our last fight here is against I like to call it the funny frog, No Ho Ho. So nice. There's gonna be some very slow fights due to execution errors and RNG. So. All right, this is the last fight for Gold Town. Yep, okay. So when we hear this, up until the Trial Labyrinth, which is the extra course, I'm going to reset my Game Boy after the after the board drops there. All right, so what I'm going to do... Oh, yeah, this is 3 colors. So I could have went for the all clear, but it's actually much safer to not go for an all clear, because if you do, that not only sends point Puyo over to Nohoho's board, that gives him an opportunity to basically beat all my hard work back onto me. So I'm just going to attack him with very small pokes. Okay, so this should be more than enough. Nice. Okay.
Just want to button again real quick. We got a $5.01 donation from Power Couple, who specifically acknowledges that they like the funny. They're just baiting people into donating more, which I'm also for. So I'm kind of split personally. I'm a big fan of the 70, but in my heart of hearts, I really want to see the 70 minus 1.
Real. All right, so the gimmick for Gajinko Dungeon is basically another gimmick from Puyo Puyo 4, which is essentially something called hard Puyo. So what I mean by hard Puyo is that it takes more than one pop to basically clear the garbage from your board, and in a rare case, it will deal more damage to clear that from your board. Why did they program that? I am not sure. But
for fun, you know.
Yeah. Now, speaking of Puyo Puyo 4, I keep mentioning that game because it's one of the more unique type of Puyo games where you basically get something called a super attack, which either can slow the pace down or make you like the strongest character chaining power wise in the game. But obviously, that leads to a lot more variables, things like that. And this game released a couple of years after Puyo Puyo 4 did. So there's obviously a little bit of inspiration from that. And this should be well more than enough to take out Harpy here. Okay, yeah, I guess that works.
While this chin is popping, I just want to mention this is a 2-day event. We have runs tomorrow after your 2 runs today are done. Like tomorrow we have an entire whole silly block. Which is I'm so happy that Conception did that. But yeah, we have Superman 64, we have Mythbusters, we have Takeshi's Challenge, we have City Bus Driver Simulator. That silly block is going to be really funny. I guarantee you that. So definitely, if you're watching today and you're like, oh, I want to contribute, I want to keep watching, come by tomorrow. We're gonna have more runs.
One would even say that it would be kind of silly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I just want to mention also that we got a $5 donation from Titan Lord and a $5.02 donation from Katie No. Thank you guys so much for the donations.
All right, so I guess now's a good time to talk about the overall skill in Puyo. It's been getting better over the years, with Western players versus Japan, because like I said, this game is much more popular in Japan. In fact, that's where it all came from, right? There's Dr. Robotics Mean Bean Machine, and if you're more familiar with the Super Nintendo, Kirby's Avalanche. That basically gave Western players an opportunity to basically play Puyo Puyo 1, and it's still pretty good to say the least. Okay, this tail does not work because I was trying to put what? That's a 6? I guess my tail did work.
Of course, okay. You're the GOAT.
I did not calculate that. I promise. I did not calculate that tail. As a Puyo player, I'm actually trying to improve my tailing setups and habits because that's really important in setting up here. Okay, so this is actually the last fight of the Gajinko Dungeon versus Draco. She's actually the first character you fight against in Puyo Puyo 1, and she's known to never rotate her Puyo because she's designed to be really easy. And this is one of the only games where she will rotate her Puyo. So,
what an interesting fun fact.
Exactly. Now this one, this should work. This should be more than enough.
Yeah, while this chain is popping, I just want to mention that our first hotfix fundraiser back in 2020 raised $4,434. We are getting pretty close to that right now. We're, I think, $98 away, just at a quick glance. Okay. So I think we can totally make that by the end of the night.
Okay, you might have seen the results screen because I wanted to make sure that I did not skip a fight there, because that has happened before where I accidentally skipped over a fight like during a run, and then oh well, invalid run. So not to toot my own horn a little bit here, I do have the world record in this game. The other issue with Puyo, with some Puyo games, is that not many people do speedrun it, like, you know, due to its difficulty. Which also, of course, shout outs to the English-speaking Puyo community as well as the speedrunning community as well. So basically, the Puyo games that I run, this is totally not a plug for y'all to actually give this game a shot. To increase activity and hopefully the competition, because Puyo Puyo is really fun to play. You can even set the difficulty to easy and have a grand time for at least some games.
Yeah, Puyo speedruns are super fun, and you don't have to play exactly like Peas to like even get good times. Like this is gonna sound really weird. I'm like the exact opposite player than like Peas is, where Peas is very good at like making like multiple layers or making the chain triggers like really elaborate so that the chains can be extended like that. I'm a lot better at like rushing and like tailing, and no one way is better for runs, but there's just a lot of like player expression that you get like running Puyo Puyo. It's super fun.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I will be changing my setups a bit, because as you're gonna see here, this board theme will be popular in Trial Labyrinth. So I'm actually going to do a little rush here, so I can dig down to the point Puyo that you see on the bottom here. And I'm going to hope that this game gives me my colors. Actually,
I'm not going to lie, I never realized the bottom ones were point Puyo.
Yep.
This is the first time I'm realizing this. I've like played through this entire game. I've run this game before. I didn't realize that they were point Puyo.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a really good Incubus. All right, we take those.
I just want to mention that we did get a raid. Thank you so much for the raid. This is GDQ Hotfix raising money for Twitch's Together for a Good campaign. We are raising money for Doctors Without Borders. So if you think what they're doing is super cool, super great, absolutely consider donating. But we did get a $1.97 donation from Dashner. So we are back at the funny for people who are fans of the funny.
That was clean. That was fast.
Yeah, that was super fast.
All right, so this one is against which, and I believe is the last one for this. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, because of the music change, that's how you know that this is the last fight of the mode here. And then after that, we'll have the Dark Prince's castle, and then we move on to Trial Labyrinth, which is basically a 12-minute run of, well, a 12-minute run of like all the characters in the game. Oh, that works. Okay, top out for me, please. Top out. Thank you. All right. Now let's move on to the Dark Prince's castle.
We're making so much progress.
Yeah. Let's see. Make sure I'm remembering it correctly. There we go.
Dark Castle.
Mm-hmm. Dark Castle. Now here's another fun fact. So actually, okay, just to make sure, I did do the okay, yeah, I did do the other one. Okay, cool, because I stayed. I just got to make sure I did everything. Because it's very difficult to remember most things, and that is unlucky. That's fine. We just dig. This is a slow dig though, unfortunately. Oh, okay, there we go. So one thing about Puyo Puyo 2 is that in corners, you're actually allowed to switch your Puyo. What I'm gonna do is actually get my yellows. Don't do it to me. You did it to me. Of course it's gonna do it to me. Oh, that was a pretty
big chance, I think, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh well. I should have went for the power chain there, but you know, it's okay. The only bad thing about that is that when you die, you lose a lot of time. So
yeah,
you kind of don't want that to happen. All Let's try that again. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot that this board was the first thing, so I immediately just like did something that I normally wouldn't do. And so basically what happens is that whenever he pops the solo Puyo, oh, it's gonna go on both sides now. Yeah, so
Unfortunate.
Lagging's the Brave can be a little annoying. Oh, shut up, music. I know. Let me cook. We're fine. Everything is fine. That's more like it. Yeah. So that's going to be the theme for most of this. When we get to the Dark Prince fight, I believe the board will change. So, this is where the AI becomes a little bit more rushy, to say the least. So I'm going to be, for the most part, I will try to attack second. Actually, no. For some fights, you want to attack second so you can get your point Puyo, and then use it against the AI. But in this case, that's not really going to matter, because when I get these reds, Zodino is going to take a lot of damage. Yeah. Okay. He shouldn't. He doesn't have any space here, so we're good. Nice.
Yeah, just want to mention for everyone, if you donate through Twitch's donation tool, which is right below the stream where it usually says subscribe, or you can do exclamation mobile in chat. In about 3 days, if you donate at least $5, you're going to be getting a chat badge that is just like this like golden heart, and it's super cute and I love it. And if you want that, absolutely donate just like the $5 that it is, so you can get that badge. And we also got a $15 donation from Scoot. Thank you so much.
That's a very good name. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter if it blocks it here, because then I can just.
There's only a few people in here that had the badge just because it takes like a couple of days to like give it to you, but the badge is incredible. I love it. It's such a cute badge.
Now this fight can actually be really difficult, even though Skeleton T does not rotate his Puyo. There is point Puyo on this board, so I'm gonna make a very risky play here. I'm gonna show you why this is a bad idea. Now we have to go fast, because if he gets those purples, oh, he doesn't, because he doesn't rotate. Cool, we're chilling. We take those, but yeah, it's risky. It's not a good idea, but it's fast. That's it. Basically, don't try this at home, kids. All right, so this is Shez. Oh, that's already a misdrop there, but you know what? We can actually back this up because we have some green. And I'm not gonna get greedy with this. I'm gonna mix some space here. Yep. Okay, now give me some reds. This should work. Nope. Okay. I believe if it doesn't, of course it blocks it.
I was hoping that it wouldn't.
Okay, this is fine.
Yeah, I don't think that happens.
Gonna focus a little bit here so I can start digging a little bit. Now I need one more red. Also, there's 5 colors, so it's gonna be really hard to get what I need. Oh, yep. I love the spacing in this game. I should get another blue. Nice.
I believe.
Okay, that's good. I need. Come on, game. Wait, this works? Oh, yeah, this works. Nice. We clutched it. The game could have given me some terrible luck there, but we were able to push on through. All right, so now we have Rulu, which is a very difficult fight. Fun fact. And then we have the Dark Prince. All right. So because Rulu is very annoying, I'm gonna have to go for a rush. I need a purple. There we go. Yep. That's exactly why. The 2 chain is going to do a lot of damage because this is point Puyo calculation. And then, goodbye to Rulu.
We just got a few donations come in all at the same time.
Nice.
We got a $5 donation from Belltone, a $5 1-cent donation from Power Couple, and a $5 donation from Droid You Are Looking For. And another $5 from Zampire. Thank you guys so much. We're getting close to that original hotfix fundraising goal. So if we can beat that tonight, that'd be super, super cool.
This should be a little bit more than enough because this is the hard Puyo that I'm dealing to the Dark Prince here. Nice. And now we're on to the Trial Labyrinth, which is basically the last course of the entire game, and actually the hardest course in the game. So I believe my PB is close to 11 minutes in Trial Labyrinth. So obviously my PB, which is actual world record, funnily enough, because it was so hard.
Humble brag.
And
my PB is world record.
In one of my submission videos, I actually was I was on record pace, but I ended up taking a death to Brulu, but still made up for it with a really good Dark Prince and a really good Carbuncle at the end. Oh no! I spoiled the last course. Oh,
not the plot twist.
It's fine though. You may see him again in Fever 1. That's all I will say. So I'm gonna take it very safe here, because, like I said, taking deaths in Puyo Pop, you lose a lot of time. So
yeah.
Normally I would finish that in like 40 seconds, but I think I was like 50 because I got a 6. But
yeah. Also, I just want to mention the way that like the Trial Labyrinth is laid out is it's just a bunch of fights over and over. They progressively get harder. It's pretty similar to like Rally Mode if you've played Puyo Puyo Box or Super Puyo 2 Remix on the SNES, where it's just pretty long, gets a lot harder, it gets really fast. Like the drop speed by the end is kind of unreal. Like if you're not super good at Puyo Puyo, playing with that drop speed is super difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is difficult enough that this game was my training arc for Super Puyo Puyo 2 Remix, and then eventually, like within like that month, I like ended up being able to beat Rally Mode in that game. And at the end of Rally Mode in Super Puyo Puyo 2, it was I think a 3-frame window to do your inputs before like your piece like dropped like all the way down. It was really bad.
Okay, so the first few fights are not too bad. When the music changes, that's when it's going to get a little bit more annoying and a little bit more difficult. So I'm actually going to go for GTR when we get to Draco here, which is not a long time from now, but very soon. Okay. Save 4-chain. That's going to do a lot of damage to Incubus here. And then I'm going to need one more red, and that should be good. That should be more than... Oh, okay. Of course the game is going to give him good RNG to live most of the damage. Alright. That's Incubus down. Next up we have the Funny Frog. I believe this is also Point Puyo. I do not remember off the top of my head. I just play the game. Alright, so I am going to go for the all clear here, since this is 3 colors.
Getting all clears in 3 color, even though it's not that hard, is like so satisfying.
Yes. Okay. This is point Puyo. Okay, cool. So here's the plan here. I'm gonna
Ooh.
That's not good.
This is not good.
Oh, never mind. I forgot. We had an all clear.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I forgot. that scared me.
Yeah, like I said, I just play the game. Sometimes, not all the time. Okay, we're gonna go for this now.
We have one more $4.99 donation from Dashner to make it the funny once again. Thank you guys so much for donating. Thank you guys for continuing this funny beef for as long as you guys have. And I do want to just mention that this is a 2-day event, but in 1 day, if we can meet our original hotfix fundraising goal back in 2020, originally it was 44.34, and we're getting pretty close to that. You're so fine, I believe.
No,
Ooh, you're
I
not
was
fine.
I was dead.
But yeah, we're getting pretty close to that. So if we can get to $4,434 in one day, beating our original fundraiser goal back in 2020, that'd be super, super cool. And we'd be eternally thankful to all of you guys watching and donating, at home.
I'm only going for this again because that's actually the strat that I do use for Trial Labyrinth, because it's actually faster. But as you saw, that was just not good luck for me. So I'll just rush him here. It should be more than enough because he has to drop. Yep, there we go.
Yeah,
I should have just went for that the first time. So that was basically like a 3.5. Well, like a little over 2 minutes, which is bad, but it is what it is. We can make up for it by cleaning through Kikimora here. Which, at the beginning, she kind of helped us, learn the ropes of the game. Now we are basically having to fight her.
Decimating her.
Yes. So we have to go for a 3-chain here because she decided to rush, and I did not want to actually take more damage here. So I'm gonna... Actually, this can work. This can actually work. So that was a misdrop in my opinion, but this works.
It's not a misdrop if it works.
That's so true. Nice. The game never does that for me. It always does it like to me. All right, funny fish again.
Also, I just want to shout out another run from tomorrow, just so you guys can absolutely stick around. It is actually the first run tomorrow. There's a Stardew Valley run. I think it's seeded vault percent with Blackheart Wings. She is so entertaining and she's so funny. She is really good at Stardew Valley, so absolutely check out that run bright and early, 1 Eastern, so that you guys can watch, donate, all that stuff again.
That was some Blackheart Wings.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's very funny. She's so entertaining. It will be a great time watching that Stardew run. We have $5 from Corey, Tamarisk, and Pixel Jumpmon. So we are at $4,388 and 69 cents, but maybe not for long. I'm not sure.
Well, one would say that's kind of nice, right?
Kind of nice.
All right. Speaking of nice, this should work.
I believe this to be nice.
Yep, very nice. Yeah.
This is why everyone in chat calls you the GOAT. This is why everyone calls you the GOAT.
And also why you should never let me cook in Puyo, because I will cook. I will find a way to cook.
He is a Michelin star chef in Puyo Puyo.
All right, so this is the first of the many difficult fights in this game, or in the Trial Labyrinth. I'm gonna go for a very risky build here, and this all comes down if I can get yellows. Nice, I got the yellow. You're gonna see why, like right here. Anyways,
we just got to raid real quick, and I do want to make an announcement. Thank you guys for raiding. We really appreciate it. We are supporting Doctors Without Borders for our part that we're doing for Together for Good. For more than 50 years, MSF's medical teams have been reaching those caught in crisis from armed conflict to devastating earthquakes with rapid response care. Donors make it possible for them to provide medical treatment to more than 12.5 million people. So absolutely, if you like what MSF does, feel free to drop a donation if you're able and willing.
So this is GTR, and I would have extended, but you're going to see this fight deals hard Puyo damage, which means if I'd gotten rushed by Draco like earlier, I would have literally like lost my my trigger to set my chain off there. So
I feel so bad for interrupting you again, but I just got a big announcement. Chat loves making me cut you off. We just got a $32 donation from Power Couple, which puts us at $4,420
Oh my
and
god.
69 cents.
Nice.
That is quite the funny. Thank you guys so much. I cannot believe that
is very funny.
The funny beef culminated to get to a number this high. I really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for donating, watching all night.
Give me a purple, please. Okay, nice. Oh, okay. Purple not needed because he was going to top out anyway. All right. So we're coming up to close to the end of the run here, and like I said, the game becomes a bit more difficult. Now, funnily enough, I'm trying this different setup here because in the event that I get a double piece, I want to be able to capitalize off of it. And actually, I'm gonna complete my yellows, then complete my blues a little bit here because this is Point Puyo, remember? And should be able to get another blue here. Okay, one more blue. Come on, don't do it. Nice, I got a blue. And goodbye, witch. This should be more than enough.
Are we allowed to say that word on stream?
Oh. That is her name, witch.
But yeah, I just want to remind everyone that if you guys don't have, if you guys haven't donated at least $5 yet, you guys can donate $5 to get that cute little heart, like golden heart badge for donating during Together for Good. It takes a couple days to get here, or to get to your account, I guess. But I'm pretty sure that you can only get it whenever Twitch is doing like you can donate using their charity tool. So now's the perfect time to do it since we're going to be running all weekend.
All right, so this fight against Sheso 2 is actually really hard. I don't know why he's getting all these power chains now. There's literally no counterplay. I just got to get really lucky. So, and also, oh yeah, one thing we forgot to mention is something called margin time, where basically when you play a certain fight for X amount of minutes or X amount of seconds, the damage will increase exponentially.
Yeah,
so
it will be quite a lot, not just like, oh, you'll get like another line of damage. No, it'll be like you can get like a 2 chain and it'll give you like the equivalent of a 5 chain if you wait long enough.
Exactly. And that actually saved me in that fight. So now, oh, speaking of rushing, and that's hard, Puyo. So we have to dig really hard now.
I believe.
So that one works. I need blues. Oh, nice. Good blues. So this should do a lot to Rulu here. Yeah, that deals so much hard Puyo that she's forced to top out here. And I'm really glad that I basically first tried this fight because it's very easy to get stuck on Rulu in particular because she's one of the smarter AI, more rush heavy AI. So now we have the Dark Prince. Pretty straightforward fight, but because I spoiled it, this is not the last fight. And I'm going for some very weird setup here, but you know what? It's okay. We'll
yeah, I was about to say, what are you cooking here? I have to know.
All right, so I need a green and a red, and a purple, another red. Oh, give me a yellow. Give me a yellow.
Yellow, please, please. Okay, we see one.
Oh no, he set up a pretty strong chain. Oh no. Oh wait, I thought that would work. Never mind. Actually,
this guy is microwave chef. This guy, he's so good at making frozen burritos in the microwave. Maybe even some ramen.
So fine. Marching time might save me if it'll kick in. Marching time, come on. I believe I actually. Do I go for GTR? Oh, that's right. I do go for GTR in this fight with 5 colors because I want to make sure that I get my chains off here. But thankfully, never mind. Not thankfully. All right, let's see. What do we do here? We get okay, nice. Got yellows. I need greens, and then this works. Never mind.
I was about to say plot armor, and then the worst possible thing happened. So I'll just never support you ever again, I think.
Nah. We're fine. We're so fine. Alright, I think I win. Yeah, I win the fight here.
Okay, we're so fine. We're so back.
Because now he has to dig, and the bots are not good at digging. The game just gives him the pieces to dig. There we go. Nice.
There we go. And then one more fight, right?
Yep.
Real quick, while we're loading into that, got 2 $5 donations. One from Goggleton and one from Beef Troop. Thank you guys so much.
Time is going to be when Carbuncle's board drops, by the way.
Yep, it is coming up really soon.
Now, the reason why this fight can be hard, I am going to go for the all clear strat. We both have 3 colors, and this is Point Puyo. So now, I need this. All right, nice. And then a 2 chain to end it off.
Yep, we are so fine. We've never left.
And time.
GG's.
Woo! What a run.
Yeah, what a run.
A lot of improvisation in between fights here, so... Woo! Okay, what was my final time? I was not looking at my... Well, I don't run my splits here. So what was my final time? Nice!
Nice, GG's.
Nice.
Yeah, do you have any shoutouts real quick before we get into the break and then get into the bonus run? Which again, thank you everyone so much for donating so we can get to 4,000. We're well past that already, but getting to at least 4,000 so we can like get to have Peas run more fantastic, fabulous Puyo so we can cook on stream and do all his Peas things. Do you have any shoutouts though?
Honestly, my only, I'm gonna say my other shout outs to the end, but my main shout out is to Dogs Without Borders, the chat, literally everyone involved in this, whether you're like watching in the VOD or watching it live. Y'all are amazing. Keep those donations coming. This game is really fun. I guess shout outs to the Puyo Puyo community, but I will shout them out again whenever I finish Fever 1. But yeah, I'm really thankful to have run this game in a marathon setting for the first time too. So I do play a lot of Puyo. And this game
a lot
is
of Mario Kart.
that too, and Monkey Ball.
Yeah.
Even though Monkey Ball's the best game. I mean, what?
That's real. We're both biased here. But yeah, you totally forgot to shout out yourself, so I'll do that for you because you definitely deserve it. Absolutely. Shout outs twitch.tv/PeasSMB. Go follow him. He is the GOAT. And in a few minutes, we will be back with more Puyo Puyo. See you then.